you know, most people have been told to buy a stock and hold it. You know, they don't buy and sell. They just buy and hold.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's been the
strategy.
The told strategy for years and years and years. You just buy and hold.
And then when you're ready to retire, you just cash it out and use that money. And I mean, that's what 401ks are.
Yeah.
Right?
So that's what people are doing. People bought it and they're just going to hold it. They don't, you know, but then there's some people out there that are traders, right?
I mean, that's kind of what happened with my stuff that I was invested in with that company.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what it was. I don't know. It was like, was it ETFs?
Mutual fund.
Mutual fund. That's not the same thing. ETF.
Mm-mm.
Mutual fund. That's not stock market, is it?
Yeah.
But I mean,
mutual fund is a group of stocks.
I just held it. I mean, I've been holding it for, my grandma bought it for me when I was born, or invested in it, and then it just kind of grew. Like, it only really grew like $1,000 from the time I was born to being, 32. And it was like, okay, cool. It was like a little savings account, but at the same time, if it's not doing anything, like after 30 years, it hasn't really done anything but grow. I mean, it grew double technically, I guess, but 30 years, I made $1,000 when, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather take that out and be able to put it where I want.
So why is Dave Ramsey's stock market advice so bad?
I don't know his stock market advice.
Basically, Dave Ramsey tells you to invest in growth mutual funds.
I don't know what those are.
So growth mutual fund is growth stocks that are supposed to grow over time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a group of them in a mutual fund.
Huh.
Right?
They're supposed to grow. Who determines how?
Exactly.
Okay.
So past performance does not indicate what the future performance will be in stocks.
Right.
Which is what you're betting on in a mutual fund.
Mm-hmm.
Right? 80% of mutual funds don't beat the market or lose money every year.
That's right.
So, to me, giving the advice to invest in mutual funds is terrible advice. You'd be much better off to be either in an index fund or an ETF that at least tracks the market, so at least you're gaining what the market is gaining.
Right.
Because as more and more people invest, the market's going to continue to go up over time.
That's true. Because more people will be buying.
Right. And with inflation, the value of the dollar is going to decrease and the price will go up. Right.
Right.
And using the market, you can beat inflation. So that's why Dave Ramsey's advice is not good advice. Now, for him, it may be his way of diversifying in the stock market,
but
so that if one sector is down, another sector can be up, so you don't lose money.
Be told as the only thing to do.
Right.
Is that how he portrays it, or?
He portrays it as that's just how you should do it. Right.
Interesting.
But my personal strategy is I like Ray Dalio's strategy.
Which is?
It's called the All-Weather Fund.
Well, we talked about this last time.
So basically, no matter what the market is doing, the All-Weather Fund is going to make something.
Right.
I think the worst
being diversified in different things. Is that
you're diversified in risk with the All-Weather Fund.
Like having a silver, having
commodities
real estate,
and certain percentages of those.
Okay. Yeah. having stocks, having bonds, like being invested in, dabbling in everything.
At a certain percentage level, which diversifies your risk.
Gotcha.
So the stock market is the riskiest of all investments.
Didn't know
Right.
that. Because it's volatile?
Because it's super volatile, right?
Okay.
Companies go bankrupt every year.
That's true.
And your stock will go to zero. That company goes bankrupt.
Isn't that what happened to GE?
So if you're trying to always make money every year, is it advisable to only invest in the stock market?
No.
There you go. Right?
Interesting.
It's like in the years the stock market is up, commodities might be down, such as gold and silver. If there's confidence in the market, there's not going to be as many people buying gold and silver.
That's true.
Right?
But we're going to be ready.
But if everybody thinks a crash is coming, gold and silver are going to be through the roof. Or Bitcoin, or whatever.
Hopefully Dogecoin.
Dogecoin.
Maybe.
So, the retail investor has definitely made it a completely different market than what the stock market used to be.
Yeah.
So, with this new age trend, you have to think differently than the people that invested in the stock market in the past. No longer is an evaluation of 10 to 1 price to earnings, something really to look for. Because, Tesla's trading at 1,000 to 1 price to earnings.
That's high.
Because the belief in Elon Musk. Right?
As the person.
Yep.
Not the company. Or both.
Both. I mean, just the belief that Elon Musk is going to achieve
what he
set out to do.
So now more people besides the wealthy investor, there's more people involved now. So the mindset is different. Right. Is that what you're saying?
But yeah, so that a belief in the individual can change the perception of a stock. And there's people every month that are buying more and more Tesla. Not because Tesla is a good company, but because of the belief in Elon Musk.
Yeah, or it could be a good company.
Because now, it's not just about the fundamentals of that stock. It's about what the retail investor thinks about that stock,
right?
About that company.
Different mindsets are involved.
Right.
Different perspectives.
So when you go through the top 100 stocks on Robinhood, most of those stocks, the companies are losing money.
It's interesting,
right? But those stocks, a lot of them will be the future of the country if they make it.
That's scary.
Right? So
there's a list. There's a top 100 list on Robinhood.
Yeah.
Where?
On Robinhood.
But where? Is it on the app?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can also Google it.
I tried to do that, I think. It didn't work out.
10 minutes later after I show her.
I'm going to look because I'm going to start. I was thinking about that today at the kitchen table while I was working. What kind of what kind of investments can I do next? Invest in next.
There you go.
Oh, okay. Tesla's number 1.
Yeah, so of the 100 most popular stocks on Robinhood, Tesla is number 1.
I have an AMC already.
Mm-hmm.
GE's on here. Disney. I don't want like the ones that cost a lot. Though,
Mm-hmm.
We had that at one point, CCIV.
But you can see that it's, they're all name brands.
Interesting. Yep.
Basically,
Well, that's good to know.
It's all stuff that people use every day.